I don't know if you've heard, but Stephen Colbert had a scripted interview with Bill. If we do a really good job with vaccines, we can reduce the global population by 10 or 15%. Gates on The Late Show a couple days ago.
First, we've got population. The world today has 6.8 billion people. That's headed up to about 9 billion. Now, if we do a really great job on new vaccines, healthcare, reproductive health services, we could lower that by perhaps 10 or 15%.
And aside from being really awkward, it was downright creepy as these two elitist puppets literally shoved their depopulation and total control plans in our faces as they mocked the preposterous idea that Bill Gates has any sort of nefarious plan for global domination and manipulation by forced vaccinations and ID 2020 embedded microchip technology.
You released a memo today that says global innovation is the key to limiting the damage. What innovation are you talking about? What's the number one priority? What do we have to innovate first?
Let me just break in and say that if you're waiting for Puppet Colbert to ply Bill with pertinent questions like, why did you hang out with known pedophile Jeffrey Epstein? How many kids did you abuse? How many times did you fly on Lolita Express? And how many times were you on Epstein's Island? And why would you go there with such a guy? By the way, tell us, Bill, how many people died or were vaccine injured in the last 10 years from vaccines you personally funded? If you're expecting Colbert to ask Bill to tell the audience about the special vaccine court and the National Vaccine Injury Compensation Program that's funded by tax dollars as pharmaceutical companies get to escape personal liabilities and responsibilities, well, you're going to be disappointed.
Well, in the near term, it's the scaling up of testing and prioritizing who gets testing and getting the quick results.
Of course, because scaling up of testing will give Gates more money and even more control. They're already talking about issuing mandatory testing before you can even go back to work. And this puts Bill in the driver's seat of public policy and the global economy, while the government thugs are used to eliminate all of Bill's competition.
In the midterm, it's these treatments that can cut the death rate down potentially dramatically.
Did you guys notice his wording on that? Cut the death rate down potentially dramatically. Potentially.
Dramatically.
But then it could also increase the death rate potentially dramatically, or cause all sorts of other treatment-related injuries. Now, guys, I really hope you're sitting down for this next clip. And don't think for a second that brainiac Bill Gates would ever suggest that his plan for global innovation in order to limit damage would ever be called, of all things, the final solution. Wait, what's this?
And then the final solution, which is a year to 2 years off, is the vaccine. So we've got to go full speed ahead on all three fronts.
Guys, Bill's final solution is the vaccine.
And then the final solution.
Do you think for a second that Bill Gates is unaware of the significance of the sensitive and well-known phrase final solution, as well as everything evil that's associated with that phrase? Do you honestly believe that Bill Gates didn't purposely pick that well-known moniker as he attached it to his global mandatory vaccine initiative, where he asserts that we'll need to be vaccinated and have vaccination certificates before we'll be allowed to travel?
Eventually, what we'll have is certificates of who's a recovered person, who's a vaccinated person, because you don't want people moving around the world where you'll have some countries that won't have it under control, sadly.
And then the final solution.
These people don't make mistakes like that. They're not misspeaking. They intend to say what they said, and then they mock it in order to sensitize the clueless masses into thinking that those who make something of this are reckless conspiracy nut jobs. And right here is the mockery of the elitist predictive programming agenda.
Just to head off the conspiracy theorists. Maybe we shouldn't call the vaccine the final solution. Maybe just the best solution. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
The return to normal solution.
Exactly.
But I'm the conspiracy theorist for pointing out that Bill Gates just told you that his global vaccination plan is, in his mind, the final solution,
And then the final solution.
which he'll now call the return to normal solution,
The return to normal solution.
which still means mandatory testing and vaccinations, or you can't do business, you can't go back to work, and you can't travel. And whatever else they decide to attach to the vaccination certification program. But guys, they're not done mocking us crazy conspiracy theorists for pointing out that Bill Gates, out of his own mouth, talks freely about eliminating and controlling billions of people with his vaccines and vaccine certifications. Check this out.
Are you aware that there are people out there who have these conspiracy theories that this was all created by you in order to inoculate everyone in the world and put a chip into their blood so you can track them?
In our faces, guys. These evil, perverted people are dangling their plans right in our faces and laughing about it. Listen to this.
Yeah, that's very strange.
Yes.
That the organization that's about saving lives and warning, gets attacked as though we were somehow connected to it.
Well, if you don't save our lives, you can't control our brains.
Well, if you don't save our lives, you can't control our brains.
Yeah, guys, Bill Gates just wants to save our lives. Never mind about Event 201 and forget about ID 2020. They expressly verbalized their intent for global domination and control and, frankly, mass murder, slap a "we're here to save you" sticker on it, and then make fun of those who come along and point it out and name their sinister agenda exactly what it is, and that's evil, and we're the ones who are crazy conspiracy theorists? Yeah, keep telling yourself that. Keep on trusting in Savior Bill's final solution vaccination plan, and history will repeat itself to our detriment. Please share this video with everybody you know everywhere you can on social media. And also leave your thoughts about this for the world and the Google Thought Police in the comments section below. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to this channel, hit the bell notification icon, give it a thumbs up, share it with everybody you know, and don't forget to subscribe to my private email list through my website, highimpactflix.com. See you guys in the next heavily censored shadow ban video.